When Anna ordered that DNA kit, it wasn't supposed to change her life. It was just a birthday joke from her husband Tom. Maybe you'll find out you're secretly royal. He'd laughed, tearing open the box with her. But for Anna, it was more about curiosity. She'd grown up adopted, never knowing where she came from. Her mother, Margaret, had always brushed off the topic. Some things are better left in the past, she'd say with a tight smile, but lately that answer wasn't. Enough Anna wanted to know who she was, where she came from, and why her mother always froze when she asked. The test arrived on a rainy afternoon in March. She spit into the tube, sealed the envelope, and forgot about it until 3 weeks later. When she got the email, "Your DNA results are ready." Sitting in the kitchen, coffee steaming beside her, she clicked the link. Ethnicity results first. 50% Northern European, 25% Irish, 25% unknown origin. That made her pause. Unknown? She muttered. Then she scrolled down. The next section made her heart race. DNA matches. At the top of the list was a man named William Parker to 50. 1% DNA shared parental match. Her breath caught a father. After 31 years of not knowing, there he was. A name, a face, a link. She clicked on his profile. No photo, just a small note. Living in Hawthorne County, Pennsylvania. She printed the results and ran to show Tom, her voice trembling. "I think I found my dad." But what she didn't know was that finding him would unravel a secret her family had spent decades burying. A secret everyone feared would one day come out. That night she called her mother. "Mom," she said carefully, "did you ever know someone named William Parker?" Silence on the other end. Then Margaret's voice, cold, flat, trembling slightly. "Why are you asking?" Anna hesitated. "He came up as a DNA match. It says he's my biological father." Another pause. Then softly, "Anna, you need to delete that result and forget about it." "What? Why?" she asked, stunned. "You always told me you didn't know who my parents were." Her mother's breathing quickened. "I said I didn't want to talk about them. That's different. Please, honey, for your own good, don't dig into this." That night, Anna couldn't sleep. Her mother's tone wasn't angry. It was terrified. So the next morning she did exactly what her mother begged her not to do. She looked him up. William Parker lived 2 hours away in a quiet rural town near the woods. No social media, no photos, no online record except a small news article from 1998. Local professor's family dies in tragic house fire. Her stomach dropped. The article mentioned his wife Laura and their infant daughter presumed dead. But if the daughter had died, who was she? And why did her DNA match him as alive? 2 days later, she drove to Hawthorne County. The drive felt endless. Gray sky, long highways, fields that seemed untouched by time. The address led her to a weathered farmhouse on the edge of the forest. When she knocked, an old man answered. Tall, gray-haired, with sharp blue eyes that flickered in recognition the second he saw her. "You shouldn't have come here," he said quietly, Anna. His heart pounded. "You're William Parker." He didn't answer, just opened the door wider and said, "Come in." The house smelled of dust and smoke. Photos lined the mantel. Old black and white faces she didn't recognize. But one photo made her stop cold. A young woman who looked exactly like her. Same eyes, same scar above the eyebrow. Same faint birthmark near the collarbone. "Who is this?" she asked. William's voice cracked. "That's my daughter." Her name was Anna too. She turned slowly. He looked at her eyes full of something like guilt. "She died in the Yao. Fire, or at least that's what I was told." A chill ran through her. "Told by who?" she asked. William hesitated. "By your mother." Anna felt the floor tilt under her. "My mother, Margaret." He nodded slowly. "Yes, she was our neighbor. She helped us that night. The fire started in the nursery. When I came back from town, everything was gone. They said no one survived but Margaret. She disappeared right after, changed her name, moved away." He stared at her, trembling. And now you're standing here looking just like my baby girl would have if she'd grown up. Anna couldn't speak. The room felt smaller, darker. She stood. They're trapped between two impossible truths. I need to talk to her, she said finally, and rushed out before he could stop her. When she called Margaret, the older woman answered instantly, voice trembling. Sweetheart, please listen to me. He's dangerous. You stole his child, Anna shouted. Is that true? Silence, then softly. It's not what you think. Then what is it? She cried. Why does he have a picture of a baby with my face? Margaret's voice broke. Because that was you, Anna. But I didn't steal you. I saved you. The world seemed to stop. Saved me from what? Anna whispered. On the other end, her mother sobbed. From him. She told her everything, how William Parker had been a brilliant genetics researcher experimenting on his own family, how his wife had wanted to leave him after discovering his experiments, blood tests, DNA, alterations, gene therapy on unborn children. He'd been obsessed with creating perfect memory transfer, a way to carry emotional memories through bloodlines. His wife tried to escape, and the fire that night wasn't an accident. Margaret had seen the smoke and gone inside, finding the baby alone in a crib. You were crying, she said softly. I didn't think anyone was alive. I took you and ran. Anna's hands shook. You should have told me. Margaret's voice cracked. You were safe. That's all that mattered. But Anna couldn't stop thinking about William's eyes the way he'd looked at her. Not angry, not dangerous, just heartbreakingly sad. Could her mother be lying too? She needed proof. That night, she returned to William's house. It was dark, the front door slightly open. Mr. Parker, she called. No answer. The air inside felt colder. On the table lay a folder filled with medical documents. Test results, ultrasound photos, research notes, signed by Dr. W. Parker. At the bottom was a photograph of Margaret holding baby Anna, younger, terrified, standing beside a burned nursery window, scribbled in red ink beneath it. She took her then. She heard a creak from upstairs. Anna, a voice said softly, you came back. It was William standing at the top of the staircase, pale, eyes glinting. You shouldn't have left so soon. I have something to show you. She backed toward the door, but he stepped down slowly, holding an old cassette recorder. Your mother lied, he whispered. Listen. He pressed play. A crackling voice filled the air. Margaret's voice, younger, panicked. The experiment worked, she said. But he doesn't know. He can never know. If he finds out, he'll take her back. The tape clicked off. William's face was unreadable. Do you understand now? He said. You're not just my daughter. You're my work. She froze. What are you talking about? Your DNA, he said, stepping closer. It's not natural. Half of it is me. The other half isn't human. Her chest tightened. You're insane. Am I? He whispered. Why do you think your test said unknown origin? Why do you think you've never been sick, never scarred? He reached for her arm. She yanked away and bolted outside. Rain poured as she ran to her car, hands shaking, breath shallow. She could hear him behind her shouting, you were meant to continue my work. She sped down the narrow road, tires screeching, until she saw headlights. Another car approaching faster. Phone buzzed, a text from her mother. He's following you. Don't go home. She kept driving until the road split. On instinct, she turned toward the forest. Eventually, the headlights vanished. She stopped near an abandoned rest area, shaking, staring at her trembling reflection in the mirror. Who am I? She whispered a week later. Detectives found William Parker's house burned to the ground. No body recovered. They ruled it an accident. But late one night, as Anna sat alone in her apartment, she received an email from an unknown address. No subject, no text, just an attachment. She hesitated, then opened it. It was a short video clip, timestamped the night of the fire. In the video, William sat in his study, staring into the camera. If you're watching this, he said, voice calm, then I'm gone, but you'll understand soon. Your mother wasn't wrong to take you. You were never meant to be born here. The others will come for you when they know what's in your blood." The video ended. Beneath it, one final line appeared. Auto-generated, not written by him. Genetic anomaly detected. Sequence restored. The screen went black, and faintly her phone buzzed. A new message appeared. No number, just one line. "Hello again, Anna. It's time to come home."